everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I got my little windows mold back out. You know why? Because I got my brand new shipment of my Petrie resin in. This is the one, you're going to want the one with Daniel Cooper's face on it. This is the original formula that did the Petrie effects before Let's Resin changed their formula. That's why this is different. A lot of you I read on Facebook, my Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, become a part of it. Just answer a few questions and start sharing your work on my Facebook group along with the other 16,000 of us. So on the Facebook group, people are saying they've tried everything, every resin that they have, they just can't get it. Well, have you tried this resin? This is the one that's going to work. The last video I did not too long ago, last week sometime, I had this resin, I was using it. However, mine was like 1.5 to 2 years old and it still worked. So it doesn't have to be brand new resin. And I learned that the other day because it worked and my resin was very, very old. It comes with these little cups that I'm just now taking out and a bottle of A and a bottle of B. And this is 11.5 ounces in each bottle. So you get 25 ounces and some stir sticks. So I'm going to mix up about 60 milliliters. We're going to do a bunch of these today. I'm hoping they all come out, but I'm loving this mold. This is a great mold because it has a built-in frame. If you didn't see the video, go back and watch those videos. This built-in frame is amazing. It finishes off the look to the cabochons. You don't even have to pour the frame if you don't want to. If you don't want the frame, you just pour to the top of the cabochon and you're done, pop them out. And then you can pour on this side just to make frames if you want to. This is so versatile. I did a whole video on it. This is the discount code if you're interested in anything from Little Windows. Just go to the website and type in that code and you will save 15%. So let me get these unpackaged. I'm gonna mix up 60 mils, pull all my bubbles out, and we'll get started. Because I didn't leave enough space in this little cup and I didn't transfer it to another cup, you do have to babysit this. I released the pressure multiple times so it didn't bubble over and make a mess. So how did I get to 60 milliliters? Well, this amazing little pamphlet that comes with your things that gives you all the instructions for everything has this cool little chart and it tells you how much just for the cabochon and the frame. And now that I'm looking at this, I read the wrong one. I was reading the frame, so I don't have enough to do everything I wanted to do. Huh, interesting. Now that I'm paying attention, I went by these. I should have went by these. So now you know, and now I know. I'm glad I pointed that out to you. So let's stick with the this one first. I really wanted to do the two big ones, but I don't know why I thought that this was gonna be enough, but yeah, it's not. So I'm just going to fill these all up. Some have rounded frames, some have flat frames. I'm going to do as many as I can, but I want to do some decent size ones. And I also want to do, well, let's do these two. So we'll see how it goes. I'll either mix more up or we'll just say this is enough. Let's do these two. I'm just filling them up to the cabochon line. That's it. And what do I have left? 40. Let's do one big one. Then I won't have to fill anymore. And what do I have left? I might have enough to do this one. Oh, I do. Okay, good. And I even have a little bit more, so we'll do the smalls. So I'm not going to mix any more up. That's plenty. And one more. Okay, that's plenty. I barely have anything left, so we'll figure out something to do with that later. Now you're gonna need Sinker White, and this one you need to mix really, really well. I have a ball bearing in this little cup, in this little squeeze bottle, just marked Sinker White because it's a little easier to handle than the big thing. The best alcohol inks I've found to use is the Let's Resin brand. I've used other alcohol inks doing this type of thing. They didn't work as well. So I'm just gonna go in and make sure I'm gonna pop all these bubbles. Hopefully I don't start a fire with that alcohol I just sprayed in them. All right. But I guess the alcohol inks are going to do that for me. So I pulled out a bunch of colors. I know you can't see them all, but we're just going to do a bunch of different ones. So let's do the big one. I want to do a lot of colors. And I'm just going to drip randomly. Blue, turquoise, let's do a purple, I'm just going to let them spread. Let's do a red, and we'll do an apricot. Oh, this one's not open. Let me grab a thumbtack. I know I have one open somewhere, but we're just going to open it anyway. How about a little bit of green? We'll do yellow green. And pear. Do I have a yellow out? I thought I did. A lemon yellow. Okay. I'm just going to let that one spread. So for this one, I want to do purple, blue, and pink. Purple. Let's do sapphire. And I can't remember which one is the best pink, so we're just going to grab one. Now, as you see, I just got that on the frame part. So grab yourself a little swab. These also came from Little Windows, called Tiny Pointy Swabs. But I think I need something bigger because I definitely don't want that in my frame when I pour the frames. I probably overfilled that cabochon, which I did because it's all running out. So, I think I'm just going to let it run out for now and try to clean it up here in a little while. So let's put some more purple in there. And I'm going to drop my whites in here already. So I'm just going to cover the surface with the Sinker White. And let it work. That one, I better add some more color, which I don't remember which red I did. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess of this one. making a huge mess. Let's try this. Try to suck up all that resin or ink and resin. This one is just too full. So I'll probably use a black frame on this one just because I don't want to see all that color I've just ruined. Okay, let's add more to it. Okay, so let's do some blues. I'm gonna do all different color blue in here. Four different blues. See what that looks like. And then add my white. And then we're gonna just let this sit for about an hour before we come in and manipulate it, swirl it, whatever you wanna do to it. Let's do turquoise and blue in one. Turquoise and regular blue. And one more drop of turquoise right there. And we'll add our white. The next one, let's do, how about red and yellow? Just want to get that little dot of blue out. If you do red and yellow, it'll also make orange. So we'll do red at the bottom. And then yellow here. And it should make orange in the center. And I am trying to mix my white between. Oh, that one's got a big hole in it. We need to add some color there. I do not want that to happen. We'll do purple and let's do some green. I hope this one doesn't get muddy because I put so many different colors in here, but I want them to spread. I don't want that huge negative space. There. A little bit of green. Let's try some more white now. Okay, let's try a black. You know what? Let's just do a black. See what happens. Maybe I'll let the colors sit for a while. What color should I do next? We'll do, how about brown? Brown and black. This is a latte, it says. Latte, and we'll do rosewood. And black. And how about we'll do brown and yellow in this one. See what happens there. See how you're spreading. You just, if you wait to put the white in, you can fill these holes. That one was all black. This one was brown and black. That one's looking better. Maybe I'll add a little bit more white to the top. And we'll do the white in here. I do need to clean all those edges up. Because you will see that. Oh, see that? Don't fill these as much as I filled them. That is part of the problem. Because when you add your alcohol inks, you're also adding to the volume. So those will show up in your frame. So be very careful not to fill them. All right, what color should I do? We will do, how about orchid and ceruleum? Orchid, ceruleum, and turquoise. Let's do, I don't know, apricot. Maybe I should take some out of there. That one looks pretty full. Let me grab a paper towel here. I'm just going to soak some of this resin up. Definitely too full. What did I say? Apricot? I don't know. Did I already do that? Apricot and yellow green. Let's do yellow, green, and yellow. Where's my yellow? Let's do black and red. Now, if you're making jewelry for yourself, just go through your closet and see all the colors that you need, and then make your jewelry. So let's do sapphire. We'll do it in there. Sapphire and blue. Since blues are my favorite, ceruleum. Fix that little spill. Every time I fix it, I push more out. All right, let's finish the sinker whites. I don't know if I did this one or not. I don't know if I did this one or not. We're gonna do it again. So if they sink too much, it's because I added too much white. See how that went down? All right, well, I think I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna put a timer on for 1 hour. In the meantime, I'm going to go through and fix all these spills, but I won't bore you, so just make sure you don't skip that step, and then I'll come back and we'll swirl them. Time to work on the frames. So they're cured. Now I'm going to use some silver and some gold and also black for some. So I think somebody sent this one to me, and it's I think a floating, oh, it's not on here. We're gonna try it. So all I'm gonna do, I cleaned them out the best that I can. I hope I got it good enough. So I'm gonna paint this powder onto the ones I want painted, and I guess maybe the back too. Maybe it'll show through the negative space. And then the ones that I don't want painted, then I'm gonna go ahead and just fill with black. But I wanna make sure I get up underneath that lip all the way around, so just be very mindful of doing that. And I'm gonna paint the back really well. Hopefully it doesn't smear. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I should dab it like that. It'll be a little more uniform. I'm not gonna do many gold. I'm more of a silver type of person, but I do want silver or gold on a couple of the colors. And since this one had so many different colors on it, I figured maybe that's a good option. That one I think I'll do black. Let's see. Let's do gold on this one here, since it's oranges. I'm going to fill them all with black, because you shouldn't see the black through the gold and the silver. And, maybe that one here. Well, I'm not going to bore you, so I will fast forward this and get some resin mixed up. I made up some of my pre-mixed black, but before that I went through all the ones that did not have the powder, and I went around and cleaned the edges of all the frames. Now I'm seeing from this angle that I missed a spot, because you don't want that powder if you're gonna have black on it. So maybe doing half and half was not the right decision. Maybe you should either do all of them or none of them. Because now I'm seeing little spots, so I hope that I have it all, because if the piece turned out great and then the frame is bad, then you're going to be really upset. All right, well, here goes nothing. We're going to do this big one first to make sure we have enough to fill it. I did 60 milliliters. Oops. And the powder is going to float. I didn't really knock it out. I didn't want to loosen the cabochon or anything. And then this one will be black. I'm excited to see them. I hope it worked out. We're going to start from large to small, because I'd rather the large ones get filled first. I am trying to dome them so I don't have trimming. and I'll go around and take out the extra. Gosh, I hope I don't have powder on these ones. It's the best time of the day. It's time to demold. So let's start with this one. We're gonna go from small to large. Oh, and these are the ones I did not swirl. That looks really cool. It just looks like really like furry. And the silver came out good. What do you think about the silver? So I'll just be gluing on some of these, depending on what size I need, some flat back bales like that, so you can make a pendant. And I just use E6000 glue. So there's one. Let's do number 2. The yellow, that's pretty much predominant. Again, I did not swirl that one. This has black, but yeah, you can see a little bit of the gold dust in here, so I'll have to take a black marker just to sharpen that black up, but it's really not that bad. I don't think I cleaned out the little tiny ones. Ooh, look at that. With the gold around, that is beautiful. One tiny spot went all the way to the bottom. Here's a side view if you could see. So that resin is making spores like it should. Here's another one in gold. This is black and brown, which is pretty dark. They did fall. I wish you could see a little closer like I can, but it looks really pretty. Next in, looks like silver. I can tell by the backs they have floating. Oh, look at that. Oops. That's pretty. That looks really good. Here's a side view. So if you're having problems with your resin, you should try this kind. Ooh, this one's really nice. Let me get that off. The gold needs a little help, so I'll have to do this again with gold, like a gold paint pen or something, because there were specks on my mold and you could see them. But this one was like red and black or something. I don't remember. Not the best Petrie effect, but it's not horrible. All right, next. Oh, I got a bubble right there. That stinks. This is the black, I don't remember, black and brown maybe. Not the best choices, especially with the black background. That was stupid. It's okay. Some of it blobbed in the middle. Not the best, but it still worked. Oh, that's pretty. I need to trim off this edge. I over poured the frame a little bit, but this has a lot of green, some red, tiny little bit of blue over here. I will get close-up shots of them all for you at the end because I know. Oh, this one came out good, but I didn't clean around the frame good enough, so I will have to go over that. But that one came out really well. Here's a side view. You could see all those spores that came up. So pretty. So I'll have to remember, don't fill the cabochon all the way up, and I would have not had the problems. So this one is black and white, or black and something. I don't think I will do blacks again because you can't really see that. I mean, a little bit, but it doesn't pop. Obviously, it's not going to because it's black, so bad choice of color. Now, the blue ones I love. This one has different color blues in it. Swirled nicely. Again, I need to clean up the silver frame, but I'll do that off camera. And I'll glue all those pieces on off camera. Oh, look at the green. That is so pretty. I know I didn't just do green, so I'm missing some colors in there, but that's okay. There was probably blue in there as well, but that is really nice. That one came all the way without blobbing on the surface. Now this one, I have some cleanup to do on these molds for next time, that's for sure. That's pretty. Little bit of white came too far, but and the frame is nice and clean, so this one is good to go the way it is. Little bit of purple, pink, red, little bit of white, lavender. Love that one. And the big one, I don't know what to think about this one. This one might be a hot mess. I had so many colors going in here. Okay, here we go. Well, that's kind of cool. You could see the gold in the back, which I'm glad I painted the gold in the back, because there was a lot of negative space in this one. Now, the Petrie effect came up really nicely on this edge with all the colors, but I put too many colors in, and then they spread to the edges, so I'm not sure this large piece is good for Petrie, that or I just didn't do a good job with my inks. But it's not terrible. I do need to clean up the gold on it. But other than that, yeah, let me show you what I do. It's really, really simple, and I'm not going to do them all, but you just grab a flat back bale, whatever size. They come in different sizes. And I just put a little dab of the E6000 glue on it, since this one's ready to go. Just put it on there, get it straight, flip it over to dry on a clean surface, and let it dry for like half hour. All right, well, that's it, guys. That is the resin and the molds. So if you want to try it, I highly recommend getting the proper resin. And if you like these molds, use that discount code. They're not expensive without the discount code. So even with the 15%, you cannot go wrong with these molds. All right, stick around for those final photos. You'll get to see them up close. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I will see you tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.